Imagine the life of a Kareem Hunt, a Nick Chubb fantasy football owner. You lose Nick Chubb on Monday night, brutal injury, phenomenal running back, phenomenal guy. You hate it. You spend all night crying. You wake up and go, okay, well, let me spend 100% of my fab on Jerome Ford. We need to make sure that we fill in. Ford looked great on Monday night. Then you go through and you wake up today and you see that, RIP Jerome Ford. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. I am just now looking into this. We are going to look into this together. But as I pull up this news with Kareem Hunt, I do need to be very transparent with you, ladies and gentlemen. Kareem Hunt is the running back that I spent the most money on in Underdog basketball drafts this offseason. The amount of money that I've spent on Kareem Hunt is almost laughable. And I'm going to be honest with you. I'm freaking pumped. I think this is about best case scenario. I think this is about the best that we could hope for. And that Kareem Hunt walks in to a team with an elite offensive line. He walks to a team that he already knows the scheme. And on top of this, ladies and gentlemen, there's limited competition on this roster. Now, there's not no competition. Jerome Ford's still a pretty damn good running back. And if you look at my Twitter mentions, when I'm going out there saying that Jerome Ford's Kareem Hunt's bag of now, kind of trolling. I mean, people are losing their mind screaming, oh, no, Jerome Ford's the starter, Kareem Hunt's the backup. Jerome Ford's the starter, Kareem Hunt's the backup. So what I want to look at is the amount of money that Kareem Hunt signed for. And yeah, pulling up the official tweet from Adam Schefter here. Pretty big deal. Kareem Hunt signs for $4 million, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the Jerome Ford contract. Obviously, you have Ford still on a rookie deal. You have Jerome Ford. I believe he was a 5th round rookie, unless I'm mistaken. But Kareem Hunt goes through, visits with a ton of teams. The reason we kept drafting him is because he said he was getting offers. I was like, okay, if he's getting offers, he will be a running back somewhere. And he signs for $4 million. Now, as I pull up the Jerome Ford contract, as we try to look a little bit more into this, please make sure, if you have not done so already, go down there, drop a like on this live stream. Subscribe to the channel if you play fantasy football. Last night we streamed for 6.5 hours. We've streamed for 145 days in a row. You can tell I can't even talk at this point. So make sure you subscribe. Go down there. Also, make sure you check out Underdog Fantasy. Link in the live chat, link in the description, link in the comment section. Promo code FLOCK. You're going to get a 100% deposit match up to $200. Plus, you're going to be getting our rest of season 2023 fantasy football rankings and tiers, which I do have to go update and throw Kareem Hunt on. And you'll be getting a Daniel Jones special pick'em, less than half a total yard, going up against the 49ers on Thursday. And we are 2 likes away from hitting 2,000. So hit that like button. But going and pulling up the Ford contract, like I said, he's on a rookie deal. It's not everything. Jerome Ford's getting paid about $870,000, maybe about $950,000, depending on what you're looking at. So yeah, Jerome Ford getting paid a little less than $1 million. Kareem Hunt making up to $4 million. Like we said, this is not everything. And for the people who are screaming that Jerome Ford is a starter, I want to be honest with you. Yeah, Ford looked good on Monday night. But let's look at the sample size of what we're working with. Because if everybody's going to come out here screaming, oh, Jerome Ford looked great on Monday. What has Jerome Ford done in his NFL career? Can everybody come out here and take a guess? How many touches do you think Jerome Ford has had in his NFL career? Spam the chat. How many total touches, including on Monday night? Monday night, obviously, Nick Chubb goes down. Jerome Ford gets almost all the work. You had Pierre Strong getting some. But how many touches? We got 24. We got 18. We got 12. 77. 59. 47. 70. Jerome Ford, if we include his carries and his receptions, has had 32 touches in his entire NFL career. 32 touches in his entire NFL career, ladies and gentlemen. How are y'all so confident that a 5th round rookie that has had 42 touches in his entire NFL career that was clearly Kareem Hunt's backup last season is still the starter when they go out there and they sign Kareem Hunt and he can make up to $4 million. I'm not saying that Jerome Ford can't be the starter. I'm not saying that Jerome Ford can't be the guy. But to come out here and say that that's the most likely outcome, to come out here and say that Kareem Hunt has no shot to be the starting running back, what the hell are y'all talking about? The only people that I believe that are screaming at me on Twitter for me saying that Kareem Hunt is the starter here, kind of trolling in a way, just making fun of people spend 100% of their fab. I think it has to be the people that went out there and spent 100% of their fab on Jerome Ford. Are they not the only people that are screaming that Jerome Ford's still the starting running back? I know they may say, oh yeah, Ford's going to still have the role. Ford's still going to be... Guys, of course they're going to say that. They're never going to come out here and they're never going to say, oh yeah, the guy in our locker room right now is complete toast. Of course. We've seen this for what? A decade plus if you've been playing fantasy football. You always give respect to the guy that's already in the locker room. You always go through and say, he has the job, the free agent, the rookie, they have to own it. They have to go through, they have to earn the role. I mean, we remember Bijan Robinson was the RB3 on the depth chart behind Cordell Patterson and Tyler Algier during the preseason. This is what teams do. Okay, I don't think because they signed Kareem Hunt and say Ford's going to be the starter that means that's in the Kareem Hunt contract or anything. No, it's a possibility that Ford is the starter. If I was a betting man, I would say that Kareem Hunt is most likely going to be the main running back in Cleveland. He is most likely going to be the starter. And can everybody please let me know in the live chat, who would you rather have on your team right now? Would you rather have Kareem Hunt or Jerome Ford? I would love to see what y'all have to say. And I'm going to be pulling up one more thing here regarding Kareem Hunt. We got Ford, Hunt. Hunt, Ford, Hunt. Ford. Hunt, Ford. Okay, it looks like it is split about 50-50. And in my mind, this is about the exact reaction I should have. I would probably go 70-30 in favor of Kareem Hunt. Ultimately, I do think that this is a pseudo running back by committee at the end of the day. If you go and look at the Kareem Hunt profile, this is a running back that, yes, is a little bit on the older side. With Kareem Hunt, he was drafted in 2017, but he did stay out 4 years in college, so Kareem Hunt just turned 28 years old. I mean, this is not going to be too different than some of those other 2017 running backs. I mean, remember, Kareem Hunt at his peak was an elite level RB. Kareem Hunt at his peak went through and led the NFL in rushing. Kareem Hunt is in the same draft class and is younger than Austin Eckler. Kareem Hunt, same draft class and is about the same age as Aaron Jones. So it's not like Kareem Hunt, some 31-year-old Melvin Gordon, where he signs and you roll your eyes and go, oh my gosh, this guy's so old, there's no way in hell he's doing anything. No, I mean, if you were excited to go and draft Austin Eckler round one, I know it's not a one-for-one comparison, but you can't come out here and say the 28-year-old running backs can't still find success. And I do want to reiterate, I very much am going to be biased. There's not a single running back I spent more money on in drafts this year than Kareem Hunt in underdog drafts. He's my most invested into player at the running back position. This is someone that I'm really hoping does well. I think he's in a great spot to do well. And honestly, win us a considerable amount of money when we were getting him rounds 17, 18. Super, super pumped. But let me see if we have any questions in the live chat regarding if you'd rather have Kareem Hunt, blah, blah, blah. What says it's 2023, Hunt at his peak. My man, I'm not coming out here and saying that Kareem Hunt's going to lead the NFL in rushing. Of course, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that Kareem Hunt may be good enough to be better than Jerome Ford, a running back that was a fifth-round rookie that you've seen have 31 touches in the NFL career. That's what we're saying, my man. That's what we're saying. Okay. That one guy says, I think we sit Hunt this week and let him cook next. 100%. Please, for the love of God, if both Kareem Hunt and Jerome Ford are active this next week, you cannot start either. If they're both active, you're going to be putting both of them on your bench. We're going to wait. We're going to see what the role is. And honestly, I'd probably expect Jerome Ford to have a larger role this next week in week 3, considering the fact that with Kareem Hunt, he's just stepping back into it, a football team. I think with Kareem Hunt, it's probably going to take him until about week 4, week 5 to get ramped up. If I had to go through and start one of these guys, I would be starting Ford this week. Long term, if I had to choose a name, I would be going Hunt. Gucci Broomstick says, any impact on Deshaun Watson or Amari? Kareem Hunt's not a good enough running back to have an impact on Deshaun Watson or Amari. Just has an impact on Jerome Ford. Yeah, I mean, it would be nice if I could say, oh yeah, Kareem Hunt's talented enough to have an overall impact on the entire offense, but that's just simply not the case. But I think that's all I have for this live stream. Of course, like we said, if you have not done so already, please go down there, drop a like on the stream, subscribe to the channel. We've streamed for 145 days in a row at this point. And if you want to check out any of those pick'ems on Underdog Fantasy, link in the live chat, link in the description, link in the comment section. Promo code FLOCK, 100% of pause match up to $200, plus our rest of season 2023 rankings and tiers. A Daniel Jones special pick'em, more than less than half a total yard going up against the 49ers. And on top of that, we are going to be giving away Flock Fantasy hats. We have hundreds of these to give away for people who use promo code FLOCK on Underdog. But I think that's all I have for you. Again, thank you. We'll show off the dog real quick. She wants to say hi. I know. Tell them I. Say, RIP people who spend 100% of their fab on Jerome Ford. RIP. But thank you. Really appreciate y'all. Really hope you have a great day. And really hope we get to see you out in the live stream later tonight.